Tech Tales 42, today, Saturday, May 29th, 6:49 a.m. A little bit different recording time for me. Got the window open and hear the birds chirping outside. Didn't get to do a recording yesterday. And then later today, 12 noon Pacific time, Bertlin Hope is confirmed. We'll do a live session with him, as myself in the chat room are supporting him and giving him ideas and suggestions for the IT support business he's starting in Jamaica. And then later this afternoon, probably 2 p.m. Pacific time, so 2 hours after starting with Bertlin, I'm intending to do a live stream deep dive into Windows Update logs that we've looked into recently with people who are having troubles with Windows Update. So there's a whole wealth of information in the Windows Update logs I want to do a deep dive into looking in that. Unfortunately, it doesn't give the answer, it just gives clues. So that gives you a little clue as to what we're going to be doing. Then this time slip, Thursday, May 13th for the law office pop-up, 1:50 p.m. to 1:55 p.m., so 5 minutes. Fabian picked up computer for lab work after system restore failed to solve symptom. And our prior time slip, I told about a telephone conversation where I was walking him through attempting to use system restore to fix his computer after it failed to complete a Windows update. And I realized later that I neglected to tell you that the Windows update that failed, he had started it at the end of his workday the night before, gone home. When he came back, it still wasn't done. So yeah, that was a failed update. I'll be telling more about that computer later because it wound up coming into the lab. Next time slip also for the law office pop-up. Okay, 2:30 p.m. So that was just 35 minutes later. This is a time slip showing for, wait a minute, 1 minute? No, picked up the computer. Oh, okay, this is lab work. Yeah, the computer was here. 2:30 p.m. I started working on the computer. I put in a time slip to say I began system restore to an older date while not connected to the internet. I didn't put in an ending time for this in the time slip, so this is one that'll have to get edited when I go to compile the invoice. Then the law office whiskey on Friday the 14th, 7:35 a.m. to 8:23 a.m. for Juliet in the office. Connected remote to office computer in response to text message indicating email not working. Moved legacy emails to large capacity inbox to restore immediate functionality. Explored options to auto archive messages to reduce frequency of maintenance actions. So that's an 18-minute time slip. I've told about this client and this computer before. He's using a email service, Network Solutions, that uses a IMAP system and only allows him natively 1 gigabyte of email storage, and I've increased that to 2 gigabytes. I think those are the right numbers. Whatever it was, we doubled it for a monthly fee, and he very quickly filled that up. Well, he's been doing large attachments. So the part about exploring options, that was just me trying to think how can we fix this better. The ideal thing I'd like to do with him is move him to Microsoft 365 as their email host, because that just works so smooth. There's just never these kinds of troubles. I suppose part of me dragging my feet on it is expecting that Network Solutions will come into the current century and implement an Exchange server type operation, or whatever it is they do that makes the storage limits just not be a problem. They're just not competing in the marketplace compared to Microsoft 365. And let's see. No, there's really nothing else to add to that, because the way that this office has evolved and their email has evolved over the years, so we're just kind of in this awkward, uncomfortable place. I just hate to have to go through all the effort of moving them and then have Network Solutions solve the problem. I don't know. That's one of those pending issues I just not decided on. Okay, so moving on. Law Office Bravo. 4:28 p.m. to 5:19 p.m. 51 minutes for Tango. Remote connection in response to email about printing problems. So Tango sent me an email indicating that she couldn't print. Confirmed Windows 10 update complete after Tango launched it on Friday. So when she was leaving her office on Friday, she initiated a Windows update that I had advised her to delay it until a time when you can start it at the end of your day when you're leaving, so it'll be done when you come back. So I just confirmed that it was completed. On Friday, okay, so this was a Saturday time slip. She initiated that at the end of her day on Friday. I installed an update for Adobe Acrobat Reader and disabled protected mode. Now, the reason why I did that is because for the software vendor that she's having trouble printing from had previously assisted me with another attorney in the office. I'm pretty sure I did a Tech Tales about this, where they said the solution was to turn off protected mode on startup. So I was figuring that's probably the same problem here. It's a little different. So that option wasn't there. So I went to update Adobe Acrobat Reader, and there was an update. And then I disabled protected mode. But the wording of that option was different. It wasn't the same as it was on Juliet's computer. Tested printing to local printer and the Kyocera copier both appeared to be successful. Performed maintenance and cleanup due to sluggishness noted. So that's the end of this time slip. Now, I realized as I got to the end of this time slip that there's going to be another time slip, perhaps the following week. As a matter of fact, I got time limit. This is the last time slip for this week. I'm going to go forward, and I'm sure that it's not the first time slip for the next week, but let's just see if I can get straight to the follow-up. Here we go. So this is, I'm jumping forward a little bit. It's on Monday, 10-minute time slip, 2:39 to 2:49 p.m. for Tango. Phone and remote support regarding yeah, I can use that name. Disomaster printing failure. Disomaster was the software involved that requires that checkbox to be cleared related to that protected mode. So then if I go down further, looking for the next action on that here. So 5:58 p.m. to 6:38 p.m. on Monday, I waited till after hours to do this follow-up work for her because she told me it's still not working. So 5:58 to 6:38 p.m. Compared Disomaster print settings between Juliet's computer and Tango's computer. Determined Tango needed full version upgrade Adobe Acrobat Reader from X, or version 10, to Adobe Acrobat Reader DC 32-bit and the version number. So I'm putting in here the full version of Adobe Acrobat Reader. set as default and disabled protected mode as prescribed by DisoMaster. Tested printing function successful. So it was actually the wrong version of Adobe Acrobat Reader, and it seems to me that I found also, oh no, I was thinking of a 64 versus 32-bit discrepancy, but that was for the chiropractor office regarding Microsoft Office 365, where we needed 32-bit instead of 64-bit. But here I made all these specific notes about what version Juliet was using so that I could replicate that on Tango's computer. So on Tango's computer, when I went to Adobe Acrobat Reader to do an update, it did not advise that there's a newer version, because Adobe Acrobat Reader version X was only going to provide updates for that version of Adobe Acrobat Reader. When I needed the actual full new product name, a different product name, instead of Adobe Acrobat Reader X as a product name, like Windows 10 as a product name, what I needed is Adobe Acrobat Reader DC, which stands for Document Cloud, 32-bit. Now, once you install that product, it can do its updates. So, back in the Windows 7 days, we typically had programs and you would update from one version to another. And it was just kind of a clean, normal thing. Update a version, it's a new version of that program. Now they kind of slightly changed the names of products. Adobe Acrobat Reader is different than Adobe Acrobat Reader DC. That's a completely different program. It might as well be called Microsoft Excel. It is a completely different program. They won't update from one program name to the other. Once you're on a particular program, then you can do updates for that program. It's a wild, crazy world that I work in. Okay, so that's it for this. I hope that was useful. I feel like it was kind of random and disjointed, but have a great day. Catch you later. Goodbye.